My name is Andrew Fogel. I think that sexual freedom to me means something that is in its way very frightening, something that's very unsettling, and precisely because of those kind of qualities, it's something that as human beings we all have to come to terms with. To assume a kind of responsibility for our own existence. I think that too easily it's thought that sexual freedom, like freedom of speech or religious expression or suffrage or any number of the kind of formal constitutional rights that were guaranteed, is just thought of as this kind of comfortable means of guaranteeing a kind of security in a democratic system. And although there is that aspect, I think that there's something far more challenging and kind of subversive about sexuality, and that we are beings that are essentially desiring, and that desire means that we'll never really be satisfied, right? That there's always this kind of restless, infinite force within us that tends to upset any kind of identity category we assume, or any political structure we're a part of, for that matter. It's something that we have to come to terms with, right? If we're going to assume, again, a kind of existential responsibility. And so I think ultimately it's not something that can be taken lightly, right? It's not just a matter of having fun with who you want, when you want, and whatever parts of whoever's body, as long as people are consenting and informed, that you want to deal with. I think it's much more challengingly moral than that, and I would want to distance that perspective from the kind of reactionary conservative one that sexuality is something we can't talk about in the public sphere. Of course not, right? There's something that we can't do in the public sphere. Those things are just as wrong for any number of reasons. But I think that in all the talk of liberation and expression, this very dark and kind of destabilizing aspect of what it means to be a sexual creature, a creature that desires, is lost. And that's something that we all have to come to terms with, politically or not.